Beloved, I have been keeping something from you. Something wonderful has been unfolding behind the scenes that you could not see with human eyes. You can't follow the paths I've been taking because they are in the unseen realm. I am the one who keeps all the stars in their places, counts all the hairs on your head, and loves every second of your life. The breakthrough you've been hoping for has been being planned by me, but you don't know it. I have been on time with everything that seems like a delay to you. I have been setting things up behind the scenes for your benefit. Do not give up. Those 3 words don't mean anything. They are an order spoken with love from the person who holds all the stars in the sky, counts every hair on your head, and keeps all of your tears in a bottle so that none of them are wasted or forgotten. Do not give up. Not because your problems aren't important, or because what you're going through isn't serious, but because I am bigger than all of it. The mountain that you think can't be moved is nothing to me. I have the key to the door that looks locked from every angle. My healing power can help with illnesses that doctors can't explain or treat. I can put the relationship that appears to be beyond repair to rest. There is no crisis in my economy, but there is one in yours that has you up at night trying to figure out numbers that don't add up. The scary future that you can't see how things will turn out is already planned out in my mind. I know every step that needs to be taken. There is a weight on your shoulders that wasn't meant to be there. You've been trying to figure everything out on your own, picking locks open with your strength and coming up with solutions even though you don't fully understand them. And the more you've tried, the more difficult it has become. When you depend on yourself, desperation grows. When you forget that I opened the Red Sea, stopped the sun, brought water from a rock, fed 5,000 people with a child's lunch, raised the dead, and calmed storms with a word, it gets worse. You can access the same power that made all of those impossible things possible right now, where you are sitting in the middle of the mess. The health problem that has kept you from being at peace can't be fixed. Every sign, test result, diagnosis, and medicine that didn't work the way you hoped, I know about them. I know what it's like to wake up in the middle of the night because of pain. I'm aware of the weakness that makes light tasks seem like huge mountains. I know how scary it is to feel something new in your body. You always wonder if this is the start of something worse. And my peace is being sent to you right now. Not the kind of peace that the world offers, which depends on the favorability of circumstances. Not the short-term relief that comes from ignoring or avoiding something. I'm sending you an unfathomable peace. The peace that doesn't make sense given what you're going through. The peace that can exist in the middle of a storm because it comes from being with me and not from what is happening to you. Let it wrap around you like a blanket. Even as you read these words, my gentle and loving grace is healing your heart. The worry that has been squeezing your chest is starting to let go. Ideas that were going fast are starting to slow down. Stress that seemed like it would take over is being replaced by a calm that you can't explain. This isn't you trying to make yourself feel better. This isn't wishful thinking or optimistic thinking. That's my supernatural peace coming in to mess things up, putting order where there was chaos, putting rest where there was lack of it, making things clear where they were fuzzy. This calm I'm giving you will make your soul feel better. How worn out you've been feeling. This deep weariness in the soul can't be fixed by sleep because it's not physical tiredness, but spiritual and emotional weariness. I'm going to talk to it where it lives. I'm pouring new strength into places that need it. Worry has taken away something that I am restoring. Stress has worn me down, but I'm making up for it. Everything about you will be different after this. You are not because your outside circumstances have changed, but because something inside you has changed. Hope has taken the place of desperation. Faith is supplanting fear. The weight is going away and being replaced by lightness. Feel my arms around you. I'm not a faraway God who watches over you from afar and doesn't care about your problems. You can feel my arms around you like a father holds a crying child. I am right here, closer than the air you breathe. When a mother hugs her hurt child, it makes them feel better. You are mine. You are mine. Everlasting love has been my commitment to you. Your name is written on the palms of my hands. I knew you before your mother formed you in her womb. I picked you. I chose to use you for my own purposes. And nothing that's happening right now has surprised me or made it too hard for me to help you. There are many things I want to do to show you how much I care, This is one of the signs I'm sending you. It's not a coincidence that you are hearing these words right now. You didn't just happen to find this message. It's not like you just clicked on something that had exactly what you needed to hear. This divine appointment was set up by me. I made plans for you to be here at this time because I need to tell you something important. There was no mistake in getting this message to you right now. I set it up. Why did I bring you here? Because I have words just for this part of your life. You should know that this isn't the only word I have for you. There's more. You are being led by the prophets all the time. Because of this, I want you to subscribe to this channel right now. If you subscribe, you're not just following a platform, you're joining the prophetic alignment with what I'm putting out every day. God, I want to stay in touch with your voice. I don't want to miss what you have in store for me next, you are saying. Click the subscribe button and activate the notification bell. Fix your attention on the words I'm speaking over your future. They will change the way you see things, something that will make you feel better and give you hope. Now that you understand this, I want you to sign this truth with your agreement. Type Amen as your declaration that you receive this divine appointment and that you are aware that I am arranging this moment just for you in the comments section below. Your Amen will be the key that opens the door to everything I'm about to release in your life through this message. Why are you so sad, my child? Why do you let that dark place in your heart, where fear grows and faith fades? Why do you think about the worst things that could happen instead of what I've promised? Don't think about all the bad things that could happen. Instead, remember all the good things I have done for you. You've been here before. You have dealt with impossible situations in the past. Maybe not this one. When you were on the edge of something that looked hopeless, you did something. You've been on walks through valleys that looked like they could swallow you up. Even so, you're still standing, breathing and fighting. How did you get through those other times? Did you have the strength? Were your plans really that smart? Just because you finally got it all together? Not at all. Due to my care, you made it. You lived because I took care of you. I made a way for you where there was none before. I was the same God back then as I am now. I'm still the same. My strength has not gone down. My love for you hasn't changed. My dedication to your health and happiness has not changed. That being said, why do you think I can't handle this? Why do you think this issue is too big for me to handle? When trust should be there, why would desperation be there instead? I know that the desperation makes sense. I know that the worry makes sense. It seems like desperation is the only thing that makes sense when you look at all the facts, circumstances, and possible outcomes. But faith doesn't work in the same way that logic does. People with faith don't wait for things to make sense before they believe. Faith doesn't have to see the whole staircase before it starts climbing. Faith trusts me even when there is no reason to hope. Faith thinks that I am working even though you can't see any signs of it. When you really want to let go, faith keeps you going. The enemy has been telling you lies in your ear. He has been telling you that things are different this time. His words have made it sound like I'm no longer willing to do anything for you. He has been planting thoughts that sound like you. Some thoughts have been going through your head that say, "You have prayed too many times about this. You have asked for too much. You have worn out my patience. You have used up your quota of miracles." And because those thoughts sound so much like what you are telling yourself, you have believed them. You have taken desperation as true instead of seeing it for what it is, a lie. Allow me to tell you the truth. Your mercy knows no bounds. My grace has no limits. You can come to me with the same problem as many times as you want. Miracles, breakthroughs, and my supply are all unlimited. I'm still willing to do what you ask. It doesn't bother me when you keep giving me the same problem. When you cry again about something that has been bothering you for months or years, I don't roll my eyes. I'm not like a human friend who gets tired of hearing about your problems after a while. I'm God. I have endless patience and resources, and I care deeply about every part of your life. The reason you haven't seen the breakthrough yet isn't because I don't want to, or because I'm annoyed. I'm working on a level you can't see, that's why. I'm coordinating a lot of things. There are variables here that you don't even know about. What I'm about to release is getting ready for you. It would not be good for you to handle the answer if I gave it to you before you were ready. You would walk into a situation you weren't ready for if I opened the door before it was the right time. You would be back in the same condition in a few months if I healed you before I fixed the real problem, I'm not just looking to put you to rest right away. I'm interested in full transformation. However, I do not want you to be desperate while you wait for what I have promised to come true. Please wait in peace. I want you to rest easy knowing that I'm taking care of the things you can't. I want you to trust that I already have the plan and release the pressure of trying to figure everything out. When you feel like everything depends on you, you become desperate. You'll feel at peace when you remember that everything depends on me. I care about what's going on with you, not just the big picture of your problem, but also the specifics that keep you up at night, the fears that grip your heart, and the needs that you haven't told anyone about because you were afraid they'd think you were asking too much. It all matters to me. I care about the little things that don't seem important enough for God to notice. I also care about the thing that seems too big for even God to fix. There is nothing in your life that I don't care about. I'm aware of your stress about money. I know about the money that is missing and the bills that are due. You know, that kind of debt that won't go away no matter how hard you try to pay it off. I know about the job that doesn't pay enough, the hours that were cut, the chance that didn't work out, and the business that isn't making enough money for you. I know how bad it feels to not be able to provide the way you want to, when you need to say no to things for your family, when you can't meet all of your needs at once and have to choose which ones to handle. I'm telling you that I am your provider, not your job, not your business, not your investments, not your savings, not your hustle. Me. You can call me Jehovah Jireh, which means God who provides. I have always taken care of my kids. Watch the birds. They don't plant crops or store food in barns, but I feed them daily. Aren't you more valuable than birds? Visit the flower beds. They don't work or make clothes. Still, they look more beautiful dressed than the richest king who ever lived. How much more will I care for you if I care for birds and flowers? You are desperate for money because you think that your provision depends only on your hard work. But it's me who makes it possible for you to work. I'm the one who makes chances possible. If you have something in your hand, I can multiply it until it meets all your needs and has extra. It's clear to me which relationship is making you sad. The marriage that is breaking down. The kid who ran off. The parent who doesn't get it. The friend or family member who lied to you or hurt you with words that keep playing over and over in your mind. I understand what it's like to be alone, to be turned down, and to feel like you're not being seen or understood. It's been a lot of work for you to try to make things better. There were talks that didn't lead anywhere, apologies that weren't taken seriously, and boundaries that weren't followed. I know the nights you cried yourself to sleep, not sure if you were the problem, or if you did or said the wrong thing. You also didn't know if things would ever be okay again. I see you and want you to know that. I can see your heart. I understand what you want. That's the best way you know how to show your love, and I can see it. Other people can't see your wounds because you've learned to hide them well. I see the parts of you that feel like they can't be fixed. I, on the other hand, am the God of restoration. I can bring life back to things that look dead. I can put back together what was destroyed. Broken hearts can be made soft again. I can bring peace to places where there was conflict. I can turn strangers into family, enemies into friends, and brokenness into beauty. Put your trust in me with that. I'm still not done with that story. I know about the news that rocked your world. You can't stop hearing what the doctor said. The plan for treatment that scares you. The bad news that made you lose hope. The symptoms are getting worse instead of better. The kind of pain that medicine can't ease. The limits that have made your whole life different. I understand that you are scared. You may be wondering how much worse things will get. It's been hard for you because you've lost the life you had, the things you could do, and the future you thought you would have. I know it's been hard for you to stay positive, but this fight feels like too much sometimes. God who heals is me. I am the same God who healed the woman who had been bleeding for 12 years, the one who healed the lepers, made the man born blind see, and raised Lazarus from the dead after he had been in the tomb for 4 days. My strength has not gone down. My compassion hasn't gone away. I'm still in the business of healing. Furthermore, I will be with you every step of the way, whether I choose to heal you right away, over time, or forever. You won't have to go through this by yourself. You will be fine with my grace. Your weakness will make my strength stronger. What's the point of being sad when I've already won? When I am the God of hope, why do you give up hope? Have I not given you a spirit of fear? Instead, I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. I can see why you're so desperate from a human point of view. But you're not just a person. You are a child of the most powerful God. That's right. You have resources that no one else does. You can get power from a source that never runs out. You can get water from a well that never runs out. You will think it's impossible to do what I ask of you at first. Because you are choosing to trust me more than you trust what you can see, I am asking you to release the desperation rather than because the situation has changed. Please open your fists that are tightly clenched and let go of the control you have been trying to keep. I am requesting that you stop attempting to control events and begin to surrender to my will. I want you to swap out your worry for worship, your anxiety for adoration, and your desperation for devotion. Remember that this doesn't mean you give up. Stopping to act or make smart choices doesn't mean this. This means you no longer have to carry the weight of things that never happened to you. You have to do your part and trust me to show you the results. You plant the seed and trust me with the harvest then. In other words, you take the first step and trust me to show you the way. In other words, you choose and trust me to handle the results. The Israelites gave up when they were stuck between the Red Sea and the Egyptian army. Behind them was an army that wanted to kill them. They couldn't cross the body of water in front of them. There was no way out that made sense. Tell the people to stop what they're doing and look at my salvation, I told Moses. Then I made a way through what was impossible. I split the sea in half, led them through on dry land, and then put the water back over their enemies. It looked like death was going to happen, but one of the greatest miracles in history did happen. Your time at the Red Sea is not over. Everything is set up for a miracle. The fact that something is impossible does not mean the end of your story. This is the spot where I will show off my strength in a way that will prove I am God. Don't give up, though. Just wait until you see what I'm doing. You need to calm down long enough to hear what I'm saying. There is only one way out. Stop going around and around trying to find it. Just wait for me to show you the way. From where you are in the middle of the chaos, I send you my peace. Take it. If you feel like you don't deserve peace until the problem is solved, don't push it away. Don't turn it down because you think being anxious is the same thing as being responsible. If you think that being desperate will help you be prepared for the worst, do not block it. My peace doesn't depend on what's going on with you. My peace is a gift that goes beyond what's going on in your life. There can be chaos around you and peace inside you at the same time. It is possible to be uncertain about the outside world, while being sure in your spirit that I am in charge. What is the secret of my shalom? It is the deep wholeness I give to people who trust me. It's not that there is no conflict. It's that my spirit is present in the midst of conflict. What keeps you going through hard times with your soul intact is not getting rid of the hard times themselves, but the power that keeps you going. Everyone can't figure out how you can smile when everything looks like it's going wrong. They don't understand how you can sleep while the storm is going on. You will know, though. You'll know that my peace isn't something that changes based on what's going on. It's like an anchor that keeps your soul steady when the waves are about to wash over you. At this very moment, my grace is healing your heart. Not when things finally work out one day in the future, right now. I'm putting the pieces back together in the part of your heart that feels broken. The part of your heart that is numb from pain will rest and feel hopeful. I'm slowly taking down the walls in the part of your heart that has built them to keep from being hurt again. This way you can fully receive the love I have for you. It's not supposed for your heart to carry this much weight. I was meant for your heart to rest in me. The weight of this world is being lifted off your soul as you read these words. It's getting easier to deal with mental, emotional, and spiritual weariness together. You can rest now. Not just restful sleep, though that is important too, and I can help you sleep better once you release the stress. I'm letting your soul rest. Knowing you don't have to know everything gives you that kind of rest. If you trust that I am working, even when you can't see it, then you can rest. The kind of rest that comes from trusting that I have good plans for you, that I am in charge, and that my ways are better than yours. You won't feel this calm for a short time. You won't just feel a little better for a little while, and then worry the same amount again. This is the new standard I'm setting for your life. This is a change in how you deal with problems. This changes your default setting from fear to peace. You will remember this moment every time you feel desperate again. You will remember how calm you were when you let me carry what you were never meant to carry. You're going to remember that there is always peace. I always have faith. Not because things are always in my favor. I'm giving you a hug right here. Feel it. The safety, the warmth, and the feeling that someone is holding you and won't let you fall. You're not the only one who feels this way. You've never been by yourself with this, even when it seemed like no one understood or cared. When you thought you were left to figure things out on your own, I was there. I was there when you cried. I was right there with you when you made that tough choice. When you felt like you were going to fall apart, I held you together. I've always been with you. I'm not going to leave you. I will always be with you until the end of time. I love you, not because of what you do or don't do, not because you've finally gotten your life together or learned how to pray right. There's no reason for this, because you have earned or lost my love by being good. You are mine, so I love you. It's because I made you and chose you. There is no beginning or end to my love for you. You can't earn it or lose it. It always works and never goes away. It's been on my mind how to show you how much I love you. I've been sending you signs, opening doors, setting up divine appointments, whispering to your spirit and making sure you know that you are seen, known, and valued. This message is one of those signs. You are not forgotten. This is me reaching out through the noise, the chaos, and the pain to touch your heart. You are not forgotten. You can get help from me. I'm well aware of what you're going through, and I can help you get through it. This is not a mistake. The fact that you are reading these words right now, when you are going through what you are going through, and feeling what you are feeling. This is divine orchestration. I made sure you would see this. I knew you would click on it. I wanted you to keep reading because I needed you to be in a position to receive a message that was specifically for you. Trust me, I'm saying it again because I think it's important. Release the anxiety and rest in my peace. Whatever is in front of you, whatever is weighing on you, whatever has been robbing you of sleep, joy, and peace, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm smarter. I care about your health and happiness more than you can possibly understand. I'm also already working on the thing that worries you. The answer is already being worked on. We are already on our way to making a breakthrough. Already the healing process has begun. There is already a provision being released. The restoration has already started. Since it is still in the unseen realm, you can't see it yet. But it is just as real as if it were taking shape in the real world. My word doesn't come back to me empty. What I've said about your life will come true. I will keep the promise I made to you. Human or supernatural opposition cannot stop what I have started. It's not your job to figure out how it will happen. It is not your job to change things to make things happen faster. You don't need to worry about whether I will really follow through. Trust is your responsibility. It's your job to rest. You need to look at me instead of the storm. Remember who I am and what I've done, and trust that I will do it again. With one word, I made the universe come into being.
Everything you see and everything you don't see was made by me. I told the oceans where to stop and put the stars where they belonged. The human body, the ecosystems that keep life going, and the laws of physics that make everything work were all designed by me. It means I am the beginning and the end, the first and the last. I'm the truth, the way, and the life. I am the door, the light of the world, the good shepherd, the bread of life, the resurrection, and the life. I am Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Rapha, Jehovah Shalom, Jehovah Nissi, Elohim, Adonai, El Shaddai, as well as Yahweh.
I am the God who sees, hears, delivers, heals, provides, and fights for his people. I am your God. This isn't just God in general or the God of the universe in a general way. This is your personal God who knows your name, cares about your problems, and has plans for your life. I care about your daily life just as much as I care about running the universe. I'm not too small to notice you. I'm not too insignificant to care about your problems. Everything matters to me because I care about you. So when I tell you not to give up, I'm not downplaying what you're going through. I want to remind you of who is with you through it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be worried about your situation when I tell you to release the anxiety. Please take some of the weight off your shoulders and put it on mine. You don't have to act like everything is okay when I tell you to trust me. You need to believe that I am working even though you can't see any proof yet. Lack of faith is not the same as faith. Denying the problem is like acting like it doesn't exist. Faith knows there is a problem, but it chooses to trust that God is greater than it. Denying the truth ignores it. Faith looks past what it sees in the real world to the God who can change it. Passive avoidance is what denial is. The act of trusting is faith. I'm not asking you to lie about what you're going through. Have faith that I will get you through this. Think about what it means to walk by faith instead of sight. It means that your trust in me comes from my character, not from things you can see. It means you can stay strong even if it looks like the ground is moving because you know I am the rock that can't be moved. Faith does not want me to prove myself before it believes in me. Faith has faith in me because it knows who I am. And when you choose faith over desperation, you tell the heavens and the powers of darkness that you trust me more than you fear what the future holds. The way forward might not look like what you thought it would. You might not find the answer in the way you were hoping for. The times might not work with the plan you had in mind. You can be sure that everything will work out well because I work everything out for the good of those who love me and are called according to my purpose. I will use even the bad things that the enemy planned to do for good. I will make up for everything you did wrong. I'll give you back the rest of the time you think you wasted. In my economy, nothing goes to waste. You can use anything. I can turn every event, every problem, and every side trip into a lovely tapestry that tells a story of grace and redemption. You've already been through a lot. You've lived through things that could have killed you. Someone else's pain would have broken them, but not you. It was hard for you not to give up, but you did. And the fact that you are still here, still standing, still looking, and still believing, even though it's hard to believe, shows that my power is strong in your life. You didn't get this far by yourself. I held you up and won't let go of you now. The enemy wants you to feel hopeless, which is a form of not believing. Fear says that God can't do it. Fear says that God doesn't care. There is no hope in the situation, says despair. And every single one of those claims is false. With the power I have working in you, I can do infinitely more than you could ask or think of. In order for you to have eternal life and abundant life, I gave up my only Son out of love for you. When the God of hope is involved, nothing is hopeless. Your enemy has been taking advantage of the fact that you are tired. It's easy to feel hopeless when you're worn out, depleted, and have been fighting for a long time without seeing results. It seems like the only honest thing to say at this point, but I'm making you stronger right now, where you are. People who wait for me will get stronger. They will get on top of it with wings like an eagle. They'll run and not get tired. They won't pass out while walking. Now is a time for you to wait, but it's not passive to wait on me. There is an active posture of expectation and trust when you wait on me, being willing to believe that I am working even though you don't see any progress is what it means. Things are about to change for you. It might happen right away, but I'm not promising that it will. Nothing is impossible for me. I mean to say that the change has already started in the spiritual realm and is making its way into the natural realm as well. Things are moving again after getting stuck. It's beginning to open doors that were shut before. People whose hearts have been hard are beginning to soften. Things that have been stopping you are beginning to break. My faithfulness will start to show itself to you in ways that will surprise you. And when the breakthrough comes, you'll remember this moment and understand why you had to go through what you did. You will see how I was getting you ready, making you better, making you stronger, and teaching you to depend on me more deeply. It will become clear to you that the delay was not denial. There was no point in waiting. There was a purpose behind the fight. Something in you was being developed by me that could only be done through the process. I was laying a foundation that could only be done in the valley. I was building trust, which could only happen when you had to walk by faith and not by sight. Let go of your stress about having to wait. Not having answers to your questions should not be a worry. Do not be afraid of closed doors or promises that will not be kept. Instead, trust. I'm still God. I'm still fine. I'm still doing things for you. I will not let you down. I know it's getting old to be strong. I know that trying to keep everything together has worn you out. I know you've been acting tough in front of other people while you're really breaking down inside. You no longer need to be strong. You can rest in my strength. You don't need to know everything. In my knowledge, you can rest. You don't need to figure out what to do next. Just follow my lead and trust me with the rest. Let my peace fill you up all the way to the core, the parts that no one else can see, the parts of yourself that you feel bad about, the parts that feel like they can't be fixed. All of it is at peace with me. My grace takes care of everything. Everything changes because of my love. Nothing about you is beyond my redemption. My healing powers can fix any wound. No brokenness is too far gone for my restoration. Making all things new is what I am doing. Not just a few things, not just simple issues that are simple to fix. Everything. I am taking out the chaos and putting things in order. I am making beauty out of broken things. I'm giving you a crown out of the ashes. I am taking your sadness and making you happy. I am giving you hope when you are sad. This is what I am. This is what I do. My name is Jesus, and I am the God of redemption, restoration, and resurrection. Bringing life out of death, hope out of despair, and victory out of defeat is what I do best. So, my beloved, rest in peace. Give up the weight that has been on your shoulders. Pick faith over fear. Instead of thinking about the worst that could happen, hold on to hope. Focus on me instead. Think about how I act. Remember how faithful I was. Remember what I said. Say my word over your situation. Say my truth over the lies the enemy has been telling me. Believe that I am who I say I am, and that I will do what I say I will do. This is a big moment for you. At this point, hope replaces desperation. This is when peace takes the place of worry. This is when faith takes the place of fear. The way you came into this meeting will not be the same way you leave it. There's a difference. The weight is going away. The darkness is getting lighter. There is light coming through. Do not you feel it? Changes that are taking place inside you. The hope that is starting to grow. The peace that is beginning to take hold. This is what I did. This is how my grace works in you. Take it all in. Don't hold back because you think it won't last. When you feel like you don't deserve it, don't fight it. Don't ask why because you can't explain it. Simply receive it. Let my peace fill your heart. Let my love fix your heart. Let my being there fill the gaps. Let my strength heal your tired spirit. I'm giving you everything you need right now and in the future. You will remember this moment when you feel desperate again, which you will because the enemy doesn't give up easily. You will always remember how you felt when you let me carry what you were carrying. You will remember the peace that passes all comprehension. You'll remember that you're not by yourself. We haven't forgotten about you. You can still get help. You will pick faith over doubt, trust over fear, and hope over hopelessness. I'm with you every step of the way. I will never leave you. Through the good days and the bad, the breakthroughs and the waiting, the high points and the low points. I will never leave you. I love you always and will always. I will always do what's best for you. I care for what is mine, and you are mine. I care about your health. I care about your emotional health, mental health, spiritual health, and the health of your body. I can see how much stress has hurt you. I can see how the stress has changed your sleep, your hunger, your energy, and your ability to do things. I'm going to talk about all of it. My peace is good for your body. For your mind, my presence is healing. Your soul receives restoration from my love. You will experience physiological changes as you rest in me and release the weight you have been carrying. Your shoulders will feel less tense. You will feel the knot in your stomach loosen up. It will calm down the pounding heart. Your mind will become clear. There's more to this than just feelings and thoughts. I made you as a whole being, so this is holistic healing. And when one part is hurt, it hurts the whole. All parts get better when one part gets better. Sending you my peace like waves that wash over you, cleaning you, refreshing you, and renewing you. This peace isn't something you should feel alone. It's something that should be seen and made public. Right now, go to the comments and type, "I receive your peace." Do this on purpose, not just as a comment. As you type those words, picture your hands wide open, ready to catch every wave of peace I'm sending your way right now. Your declaration turns on your receipt. You will receive more of my peace with each breath. Let go of more and more of your desperation as time goes. You're giving up your stress for my peace, your worry for my calm, and your fear for my perfect love, which takes away all fear. You have been protecting hurtful places, hiding them and trying to fix them on your own. But my grace is gentle and loving, and it reaches into all of those places. You no longer need to keep those places safe. You don't need to hide them from me. You don't need to fix them. Let me in. Let my grace reach out and heal what hurts. Let my love fix what's broken. Let me do the rest of the damage with my power. Right now, your heart is getting better. The breaks are being fixed. The walls are coming down. It's starting to feel like I can move again. It's getting less hard. Sweetness is taking the place of the bitterness. Forgiveness is replacing the anger. Peace is replacing the anger. This is what my spirit is doing in you. Healing you from the inside out is what you could never do for yourself. Peace is healing your soul through the calm I'm sending your way. The restlessness is going away. The uproar is dying down. The chaos is ending and peace is coming. After this, you'll sleep better. You are going to be able to think better. You'll feel better. You are getting rid of the weight that has been holding you down. The weight that was weighing you down is being taken off of you. You are being freed from the chains of hopelessness, released from the bonds of fear and anxiety. Feel my arms around you, holding you close, making sure you're safe, and telling you that everything will be okay. It's not because things have magically gotten better. It's because I am with you in the middle of them, and being here changes everything. There is peace where I am. There is hope where I am. There is love that never fails where I am. Grace that is enough all the time. Kindness that is new every day. You are my beloved child, my most valuable possession, and I love you. I love you so much. I sing with joy about you. I calm you down with my love. It makes me happy to be kind to you. You make me happy. I care about your prayers. I feel moved by your tears. Your faith makes me happy. I am not let down by you. Not because I'm mad at you. I'm not going to wait for you to do better before I help you. I love you just the way you are, where you are. I promise to walk with you as you become everything I have called you to be. I've looked for a lot of ways to show you how much I love you. Colors that take your breath away are what I used to paint the sunrise. The sunset was meant to remind you that good things can come to an end. I made the stars to show you that there is light even when it's dark. I made the ocean to show how strong and big I am. I shaped the mountains to show how powerful and royal I am. It was important to me to show you how much I care about beauty and how much I enjoy making things. Everything in the world is a love letter to you from me, always being reminded that you are loved, seen, and known. This message is one more of those signs. I'm getting in touch with you in another way. One more thing that shows I haven't forgotten about you. Yet another sign that I am actively involved in your life. Everything that led you to this point was planned by me. I made sure you would see this. I knew you would read it, because I have something important to say to you. I made sure you would receive what I was saying, something you needed to hear very badly. There is something that will change your day, your week, the season, and your life. So there is no doubt, I am telling you the truth. This is not a mistake. This really is a divine appointment. This is me stepping in to help you in your need. I'm stopping your downward spiral right now. I'm taking you out of the pit. I'm putting your feet on solid ground. I'm going to teach you a new song, a song to praise your God, me. Do not give up. It needs to be said again, so I'm going to do it again. The need to give up wants to take root in your heart. It wants to change the way you live. It wants to know what you think about yourself and your situation. I'm telling you, though, that desperation is not your lot. Your destiny is not despair. Your inheritance is not anxiety. You are a child of the most powerful God. It is possible for you to find peace that the world cannot give or take away. You can find joy that doesn't depend on what's going on around you. You have access to hope that doesn't let you down. You can find love that never fails. Walk with that identity on. Follow that truth. You should base your choices on who I say you are, not what things look like. Through my love for you, you are more than a conqueror. You are not the tail, you are the head. You are not below, but above. You are blessed, coming in and leaving. There is no weapon that can work against you. I will punish every tongue that rises up against you to judge you. This is what you have as my servant. This is my proof that you are right. I am already working on the thing that is making you feel hopeless. I have already thought of a way to solve the problem that seems impossible to solve. I've already prepared the provision for the need that seems to have no answer. I'm taking care of what you are worried about. I'll take care of what you're scared of. I'm asking you to release what you're trying to control into my capable arms. What I do behind the scenes is hidden from you. You can't see the conversations I'm having, the blessings I'm getting ready, the hearts I'm changing, the situations I'm shifting, the doors I'm opening, the obstacles I'm throwing out. There is still something going on even if you can't see it. You can't follow how I'm moving. I'm working in places you can't get to. What I'm doing has purposes that you don't fully understand yet. I will leave my mark on everything when it all comes together, when the breakthrough happens, when the answer shows up, and when the miracle takes place. Trust is your responsibility. It's up to you to rest. What you need to do is stop trying and start believing. To receive the peace, you must first release the need for help. To surrender to my will, you must let go of control. You should stop trying to make things happen the way and when you want them to, and start working with me the way and when I want to do things. This doesn't mean you give up or get lazy. Stopping to act or make smart choices doesn't mean this. That means you just follow what I say and let me handle the rest. So you plant the seeds I tell you to plant, and trust me to take care of the harvest. This means you trust me to show you the way and do what I say. In other words, you trust me to make the resources I've given you grow. This means you follow what I've already shown you and trust that I will show you the next thing when you need it. There are a lot of times when you gave up because you were trying to see the whole roadmap, but I only show you the next step. You've been stressed out so many times because you thought I showed you step 10 when I only showed you step 1. You have been stressed out a lot of times because you were trying to carry the weight of outcomes that were not yours to carry. I want you to narrow your attention. What is the one thing I want you to do now? Do that. What is the one thing I told you to do today? That's it. Tell me, what is the one truth I spoke to your heart right now? Trust me with everything else after you believe that. The need to know everything will make you think that you need to know everything right now. Anxiety will try to tell you that bad things will happen if you don't fix everything right away. That's not how I work, though. I am the process God. The God of the journey is me. I am the one who leads you from one glory to the next. When you need it, I give it to you. Not too soon that you would abuse it. It's not too late that you'll miss it, but just right when you need it. In the way that you want it. In just the right amount for you. Because you don't know everything yet, pick faith over fear. Because you can't see the whole picture, hold on to hope. Because the next step isn't clear, trust instead of being afraid. Just do what I tell you to do. Do what I tell you to do. Just trust what I said, and watch how I make a way where there doesn't seem to be one. I'm going to surprise you with how nice I am. I will amaze you with how faithful I am. My provision is going to be too much for you. I am going to amaze you with how smart I am. I'm going to amaze you with how creative I am. I'm going to bless you in ways you didn't think possible, through doors you didn't know were there, with resources you didn't know were out there. At times you couldn't have known what would happen. Because I am God, I am not limited by human logic, natural laws, or the way things are usually done. I can find a way when there isn't one. I can provide from sources you might not expect. I have the power to open doors that no one else can. I can make impossible things into stories. When that day comes, when you see my hand at work in your situation and my power on display in your life, you will worship me with a sincerity and depth that comes from going through something that should have destroyed you, but instead showed off my glory. You will testify to my goodness with a conviction that can only come from having felt it for yourself in your darkest hour. You will trust me like you only can when you've seen me get through things when everyone else thought they were hopeless. This is why I put you through impossible situations, not to torture you, but to position you for a miracle that will become a testimony that builds faith in you and everyone who hears your story. He didn't leave you in the wilderness to die. He came to meet you there in ways you could never have in the safe places. Not to give you too many problems, but to show you that I am bigger than all of them put together. Don't give up, my child. Don't let anything bother your heart. Don't be scared. I'm with you. I stand with you. I'm doing work for you. I will show you that I am God, and there is no one else in a way that you will never forget. Take my peace with you wherever you are. You can feel my grace healing your heart. Feel how my love soothes your soul. Please know that I am with you. This is not a dream. We're not just wishing for this. This is the truth. I'm here. I'm real. I take part in your life. I care about your health and happiness in every way. The need is going away. Feel it? The weight is going up. The darkness is getting lighter. Hope is on the rise. This is what I did. This is a gift from me to you. This is my answer to your silent plea for help. Take it. Trust it. Use it to walk in. And remind the enemy of this moment when he tries to take it back. Remind him that your God has declared peace for you. Tell him that your God is with you in battle. Tell him that your God already won. Then look at me again, at my promises, at my character, at my love. I have you close to me. I'll never leave you. I will keep you safe. You can be safe in my love. You have won because of my strength. Let go of your stress. Believe me. Trust me. Have faith in me. I'm making things work out for your good and my glory. You need to know something about being desperate. You can't just feel it. It's a battleground of the spirit. Desperation opens the door to other bad habits. When you're desperate, you make snap decisions out of fear instead of thinking things through. When you're desperate, you grab at solutions that seem good at the time, but move you farther away from my will. When you're desperate, you can hear voices that aren't from me. Voices that say they can help right away but actually build stronger bonds. That's why I keep telling you not to give up. It's not just that I want to make you feel better. I'm guarding you against a path that will take you away from the breakthrough I've prepared. You have been feeling desperate because the enemy has been telling you a lie over and over again until it sounds like the truth. The lie is that you're the only one going through this, that no one really gets how bad what you're going through is, that no one else can help you figure it out. So you have to do it yourself, that even I have more important things to do than deal with your problem, which doesn't seem that big in the big picture of things. You've heard this lie so many times in so many different ways and around so many different people that you've started to believe it. You are no longer working from a place of connection, but of isolation. You've taken on responsibilities that were never meant to be yours to handle by yourself. But I'm going to bust that lie right where you are. The foundation of that lie is being broken by the truth of my presence. You're not by yourself. You've never been by yourself. Even when you felt like you were by yourself the most. Even during times when it seemed like everyone had left you. I was there for you. Even on the nights when you woke up feeling completely cut off from any source of assistance. I was almost as close as your next breath. I heard every prayer that wasn't said out loud. I felt all the feelings you were too tired to say out loud. You felt like you were falling apart, but I held you together. It's not that I wasn't there, you just didn't always feel my presence. The reason for this is that being desperate causes a kind of spiritual static that makes it difficult to sense what is going on in the unseen realm. Desperation is very loud. The still, small voice is drowned out. It makes a noise in your soul that makes it hard for you to hear my whispers. It makes people panic, which hides the peace I'm always offering. This is why the enemy tries so hard to make you feel hopeless, because being desperate cuts you off from the source of power and wisdom you need to deal with your problems, not because your problems are bad in and of themselves. Right now, I'm getting rid of the static. The noise is being turned down. I'm making room in your heart for you to hear what I've always been saying. With my peace, I'm breaking through the chaos. My calm is getting through the chaos. I'm speaking the truth into the chaos. Along with the static and noise going away, You will start to hear my voice more clearly than you have in a long time. It will become clear to you that I am there, even though your awareness has been clouded by your desperation. You will start to notice my help in places you thought you were getting around on your own. Please pay close attention to what I'm saying right now. I already have plans for your life that take into account the thing that is making you so desperate. It didn't surprise me. It served no purpose. I was still able to keep my promise to include you in everything I planned. In fact, this situation that seems like a problem is actually a key part of the way that will lead to your breakthrough. The enemy tried to destroy you, but I'm using it to make you stronger. What was meant to break you is now being used to build you. I'm making a doorway out of what looks like a dead end. This is how I do things. I make the worst thing the enemy can do to you good again. I use the valley of darkness to teach you about my light. My healing power is shown by the wound that hurts the most. In order to show my faith, I take the situation with the least amount of hope. In my kingdom, nothing goes to waste. Everything can be made right. Each tear you've shed is a seed that will grow into joy. Every night of worry you've had is getting you ready for the peace that is about to come over you. You will feel my presence in a way that will stay with you for the rest of your life because of all the times you have felt alone. So don't give up because of what you're going through. Don't let the fact that things are hard make you think you've gone off track. Do not think that the fight means I have forgotten about you. Right now you are in this battle, which means there is something important on the other side. The enemy doesn't waste his weapons on people who aren't a threat to his kingdom. He doesn't put this much effort into trying to discourage people who aren't going to have a breakthrough. You are close to something that scares the powers of darkness, as evidenced by the intensity of the warfare you are currently experiencing. Something is about to change that will affect not only you but also everyone who is close to you. This is the reason why people have been so desperate. The enemy knows that you will have a testimony that will inspire many others to have faith in God if you keep your eyes on me and not on the storm. You will have a deeper relationship with me when you get out of this valley than you could have in the fire. Right now, people you know, love, and people you haven't even met yet need to hear what you have to say. They're going down their own valley. It's clear that they are desperate in their own battle. And I want you to be the one who brings this word to them. I want you to share this video right now in the middle of this message. Send it to someone. Put it on your story. Drop it with a group. The anointing on this word grows as a result of what you share in the spiritual realm. Going to them doesn't leave you. It grows in you as it flows through you. You will soon have a lot of power and influence, and that requires trust. Trust can only be developed when you have to believe me despite what you see. It's been their goal to get you to give up before that point. He has been exaggerating the problem to make it look like it can't be solved. He has been making the pain seem worse so that you think it is too much to bear. He has been pushing back the date of deliverance to make you think it will never happen. It's been too hard, too long, and you've reached your limit. So he's been telling you in a whisper that it's time to give up and settle for less than what I promised. And those whispers have made sense when you were completely worn out from the fight and had completely run out of energy. I'm here to tell you that things will get better. You are almost there with the breakthrough. You're still not at your best. You are almost at the point of growth. You're not too weak to keep going. For what is coming, you are being strengthened internally. Just because you're tired doesn't mean you should give up. It means you have been fighting, and each fight makes you more like the warrior I have called you to be. Don't worry because you're tired. Give up the weight, even if you can't see results yet. Rest in peace, even though it took longer than you thought. In the Bible, some of the most amazing miracles happened after people had been waiting for a long time. It took 25 years for Abraham to get the promised son. Joseph had to wait 13 years for his dream to come true. Because of his calling, Moses lived in the wilderness for 40 years. Before they got to the promised land, the Israelites wandered for 40 years. David was made king many years before he actually took the throne. All of the time, the waiting did not waste time. Preparation time was underway. Development time was taking place. I was working in the unseen realm during that time to make sure that everything was set up so that the promise could be kept in a long-term way. Right now is your waiting season. But waiting doesn't mean that nothing is going on. Waiting indicates that what is taking place cannot yet be seen in the natural realm. While you wait, I'm coordinating things that you don't even know need to be coordinated. When you wait, it means I'm getting you ready for what I have planned for you. When I wait, I'm putting the pieces in order so that when they all fit together, it will be clear that I planned it all. While you wait, it's not your job to give up. Your job is to keep the peace. You need to keep your faith strong and your heart soft. You need to keep doing what I've already told you to do. Keep walking in the light. I've already given you. Keep believing what they say. I have already spoken, even though you can't see proof that what I said will happen. We call this faith, and faith is what makes me move. In the spirit world, faith is what lets you in. You are in a position to receive what I have already released in heaven, but has not yet shown up on earth because of faith. Not having faith at all is what you've been feeling. Desperate. To those who really want it, it will never happen. Faith tells us it's already done. When you're desperate, you focus on what you can't do. Faith focuses on what I can do. Desperation makes the problem worse. Faith makes me shine. This is why I keep telling you to trust instead of being desperate. I want you to look away from what is bothering you and toward the person who can take care of your problems. Instead of looking at the mountain, look at me. Look at my past work instead of the problem I'm facing now. Look at what I've promised instead of what seems to be happening that goes against what I've said. Your mood, the choices you make, your ability to hear my voice, and your ability to receive what I want to give you will all depend on what you focus on. When you think about the problem, you feel more desperate. Your faith grows when you concentrate on me. It's really that easy. That doesn't mean the problems aren't real. You don't have to act like they don't exist. I want you to change the way you think. Now is the time to look at the God who has killed giants before, instead of the giant. Do not worry about the closed door. Instead, put your trust in God, who can open doors that no one else can close. Don't think about how hard the math is. Instead, remember that I can multiply loaves and fishes until everyone is fed and there are still baskets left over. It's bad to be desperate, because it makes you less important and the problem bigger. But that's not true at all. You are a child of the most powerful God. You have my spirit inside you. You can use the same power that made Jesus come back to life. You are sitting with Christ in the heavenly places, above all powers and principalities. You are an heir of God, and so is Christ. You're not just a conqueror. You make God righteous through Christ. You have been given every spiritual blessing in the heavens. This is what you are. This is who you are. Things start to look different when you look at yourself from that point of view. The mountain that looked like it would never move is beginning to look like a small problem. It looks like the sling you're holding could hit the giant that seemed impossible to beat. The sea that looked like it could not be crossed is beginning to look like a highway ready to be built. This change is what I want to happen in you. Not a change in the situation, though that is on the way. Change how you see yourself, change how you see me, and change how you see the problems you face. You stay in a victim mentality when you are desperate. Having this thought makes you feel like you can't stop bad things from happening. I didn't make you to be a victim, though. It was my intention for you to win. I didn't make you so that life would overwhelm you. I planned for you to win through me. I didn't call you to just barely make it. I told you to do well. To go from hopelessness to victory, you must first change the way you think about your situation. Don't say, I can't handle this. Say things like, God is giving me the strength to handle this. Do not say that it is too much. Say, God's grace is enough more often. Don't say, I can't see a way out. Say that God is making a way where there doesn't seem to be one. Do not say that it has been too long. Say that God's timing is perfect. Don't tell me I'm alone. Say God is with me more often. Your words are strong. What you say about your situation is important. The enemy wants you to sound desperate because it makes the stronghold stronger. When you speak faith, my power is released. I know how it feels to first say something and then feel something different. I know that when you say you've won while you're still in the middle of the battle, you feel like you're not telling the truth. But this is how faith works. When faith speaks the truth, it doesn't wait for feelings to line up first. Faith tells the truth until emotions start to line up. Faith tells things that aren't true that they are. Faith tells you the end from the start. If you have faith, you will agree with what I say instead of what the enemy shows you. This isn't a lie. This kind of positivity is not harmful. There is no need to act like everything is okay when it is not. In this case, there is spiritual warfare. In this case, you've chosen to line up your words with mine instead of my words. As a child of God, this is you using your power to bring life to things that are dead, hope to people who are hopeless, and peace to places where there is chaos. And when you do this over and over again, when you speak my truth over your situation instead of going over the problem again and again, things will start to change. The change could happen inside before it happens outside. You might sense the peace before you see the provision. You might feel the hope before you see the healing happen. It's possible to feel calm before you notice that things have changed. The internal shift, on the other hand, puts you in a position to manifest externally. Putting new wine into old wine casks won't work. There is no way I can give you breakthrough while you are still feeling desperate. So that you are prepared to receive what I am prepared to release, I need you to shift into faith. This is what I'm doing in you right now. I'm changing the way you think. I'm giving you new ideas. I'm telling the truth instead of lies. I'm taking down the desperate and putting up faith, so that you can go into the next season strong instead of weak. I'm showing you who you really are and who I really am. You're stronger than you believe, not in yourself, but in me. You can handle more than you think, not because you are strong-willed, but because my spirit lives in you. You're smarter and stronger than you think, not because you have untapped potential, though you do. It's because you can use all of my resources whenever you want. I'm giving you everything that is mine. You can keep every promise I've made. All of the provisions I've listed can be used. I am able to use every weapon I have. It doesn't matter what you have in your hand. What I have in mind gives you strength. Release your worry about your lack. Don't worry about what you can't do. Regarding what you lack or are unable to do, rest in my peace. Think about what I can do and what I have. Instead of your scarcity, focus on my abundance. Don't think about your weakness, but about what I can do. Pay attention to my knowledge instead of your confusion. It will be easy for you to handle any situation once you stop worrying about what you don't have and start drawing from my supply. I'm going to show you a new way to live. An approach that is not based on fear, but on trust. A way that doesn't panic in every situation, but instead acts with faith. One that doesn't base what's possible on what people think is possible, but on the idea that with God, anything is possible. This is the life I want you to live. Jesus died so that you could have abundant life. Not a life without problems, but a life with the tools to deal with them. That isn't a life without problems, but a life where I can handle problems with my strength and wisdom. You have been blocked from this life by your desperation. You've been stuck in survival mode, and I want you to thrive. You've been stuck in fear, but I want you to walk in faith. You've been led to believe that you are barely holding on when in reality you are more than a conqueror. The power of desperation over your life is being broken right now. I am cutting the link between what is happening to you and how you feel. I am creating a new level of peace for you that doesn't depend on things going well, but on knowing that I am always with you. From now on, when problems come up, which they will because we live in a fallen world, you will not give up in desperation. In this case, you will trust. You won't start thinking about the worst possible outcomes right away. You will remember how faithful I was. You're not going to freak out and decide something quickly. You are going to stop, pray, and wait for me to tell you what to do. That's the new pattern I'm setting for you. These are the changes that are taking place in your mind and emotions right now. You might not really feel it yet. You may still feel like old habits are trying to pull you back into stress. But each time you fight that pull and trust instead, you make the new neural pathway stronger. You're making your faith stronger. As you practice, you will learn to act like a child of God instead of an orphan. This new way of being will become your default setting over time if you practice it and stick with it. Peace will be the norm for you. You are going to automatically trust them. From now on, faith will be the most important thing in your life. You don't have to make this on your own. When you work with my spirit, I do things like this in you. From the inside out, this is transformation. This is the renewing of your mind that makes your life different. This is how I'm turning you into the person I always wanted you to be. No longer held back by the chains of desperation, comforted by the safety of my love, sure that I can handle anything that comes my way. If you don't notice a complete transformation right away, let go of the burden. If you still have times when old habits try to creep back in, choose faith over fear. A process. Change. It takes time to grow. It's important that you're going in the right direction. The important thing is that you let me work in you instead of fighting the process. You should pick faith over fear, trust over worry, and hope over despair every choice you make, every moment you live, every day you live. You will see how far you have come when you look back on this season and remember the choices you have made to follow my truth instead of the enemy's lies. You will understand that the hopelessness that used to rule your days has lost its power over you. In the middle of storms, you will be amazed at how peaceful you are. You will speak about my faithfulness with a conviction that can only come from walking through fire and coming out of it not even smelling like smoke. This is what I'm doing to you. Yes, I'm taking you here to help you through this crisis and into a whole new way of life. A path marked by faith rather than fear, trust rather than desperation, and peace rather than panic. This is what I want for you. This is a gift from me to you. This is what I promise you will do. Take it. Trust it. Watch how things change when you choose to trust the God who has never let you down and never will. I want you to know something else about this time of year. You have not been feeling desperate by accident. It's not just a normal thing to do when things are hard. It is a targeted attack meant to make you give up on what I am trying to birth in you. The enemy knows what I'm getting you ready for. He is aware of your life's assignment. He knows that the big breakthrough is about to happen. And he knows that if he can persuade you to give up now, if he can persuade you to break my promises out of desperation and discouragement, he can stop you from achieving everything I have ordained for you. That's why the battle has been so tough. That's why the pressure has felt like it would never end. In this way, every time you think you're making progress, something else hard comes along and stops you. This is not an attack because you are weak. This is his attack on you because you are a threat to his kingdom. He isn't after you because you aren't important to him. You are important to my purposes, so he is after you. He's not out to hurt you because you have no future. He wants to stop you because he is scared of the future I have planned for you. Take a look. What did happen right after David was anointed as the future king of Israel? He was being tried to kill by Saul. What transpired after Moses was born as the deliverer who would free my people? Pharaoh told his people to kill all the Hebrew boys who were born. What took place when Jesus was born as the world's savior? Herod told people to kill babies as a way to get rid of the threat. Always attack what you fear, enemy. He always tries to destroy things that could weaken his strongholds. The fierceness of the warfare you are going through is actually proof that you are carrying something powerful that the kingdom of darkness can't let you fully enter. It's a tough battle, so pick faith over fear. Keep your hope up because the attacks will keep coming. Rest in peace, even if it seems like you're always fighting. There is a lot at stake in this battle, so it is hard. The enemy keeps attacking because he knows he doesn't have much time left to stop you. There is a spiritual war going on around you, and your destiny is on the line. It feels like you are always fighting, but read this first. There is no doubt about what will happen. The war is over for me. They are fighting from a position of weakness. He's not attacking you because he knows he can win. He is attacking you because he knows he is going to lose and wants to hurt you badly. So remember this when you're in a tough spot. The enemy wants it more than you do. He wants very badly for me to stop what I'm doing in and through you. He really wants you to not find out who you really are. He really wants to keep you from using all of your power. He wants to stop the breakthrough that will break through the barriers he has been using to hold you back. What you see in the natural realm is what drives your desperation. Based on what he sees in the spiritual realm, he is desperate. He sees a child of God who is about to realize who they really are and what they can do with my Spirit's help. Right now, I need you to understand what's going on. You are moving away from the victim mentality and toward the victory mindset as you read these words. Receive the peace I am pouring into you, and allow my truth to replace the lies you have been believing. You are changing from being scared to having faith. You are moving from needing something badly to expecting it. There are more changes going on than just mental and emotional ones. You are being repositioned in the unseen realm as a result of a spiritual change. From defense to offense, you're going. Now you are in dominion mode instead of survival mode. You are becoming more aware of who you really are as a child of the Most High God. That changes everything. This is known by the enemy. He can feel the change. He can feel you're getting away from him. In his desperation to keep you from moving, he can see that it is losing its power. He is scared because when you become all that I made you to be, when you start using the authority I gave you, when you start walking in the power that is your birthright as my child, you become a force that can stop his plans, free prisoners, and advance my kingdom in ways that will affect not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. That's why I keep telling you not to give up. It's not just that I want to make you feel better. I want you to understand what is going on. I want to help you see the bigger picture. Right now, when you choose to believe me instead of what the situation says, when you choose peace over panic, when you choose trust over desperation, this is a very important moment. This is an important moment. At this point, your life's trajectory changes from what the enemy planned to what I have planned. Right now, you have power. You have more power than you think. The ability to pick, the power to change your mind, the ability to speak life into your situation instead of death, the power to trust my promises instead of what the enemy says will happen, the strength to keep your faith strong even when everything else is shaking. And when you use that power, when you choose to trust me despite what you see, you activate forces in the spiritual realm that start to break down barriers and open the door that has been closed. There is something going on right now that I want to tell you about. There is something real that you can't see, but is just as real as things you can touch or measure. You have been given certain angels to help you. They've been with you the whole time, but you have been so desperate at times that you haven't been aware of them. These angels bring messages and fight. They do what I tell them to do. They keep you safe from threats you didn't even know about. In the spiritual realm, where you can't see them, they fight. In order to position you for breakthrough, they set up divine appointments and create circumstances. These angels are being activated in new ways right now as you let go of your need for help and receive peace, as you choose to trust me instead of giving up and spiraling into anxiety. Their power is being released so they can help you in ways that your lack of faith and fear have been blocking. Because you need to understand this. Angelic activity is released by faith. In the spirit world, trust opens doors. Peace allows you to receive what I've been trying to give you but couldn't because you weren't in the right posture. You are closed when you are in desperation mode. You have your hands clenched. Your heart is safe. The problem is taking over your mind. You are so focused on what is wrong that you miss what I am doing right, even when I send help, open doors, or offer solutions. However, you open up when you put your faith first, release your anxiety, and receive my peace. I can put new things in your hands when your hands loosen up, that you can receive my love, your heart softens. You can hear my voice now that your mind is clear. Then all of a sudden you see chances you didn't have before. You start to see doors that were there the whole time but you missed because you were too scared to look. You start to hear my advice, which I've been giving you the whole time. But the noise of your anxiety made it impossible for you to hear it. This is what's going on. As you read these words, you are already becoming more open. You are moving into a posture of openness. You are putting yourself in the position to receive the breakthrough that has been waiting for you. Choosing peace over fear, trust over desperation, and faith over fear is a shift that will start to bring about change in places that have been stuck for too long. It looks like the provision that seemed impossible will start to flow. The door that looked like it would never open will swing open. There will be healing in the relationship that didn't seem like it could be fixed. The health problem that was making you so scared will respond to my touch. The financial stress that was killing you will go away as I find new sources of supply. As I download my wisdom into your spirit, the confusion that kept you from making decisions will go away. We're not just wishing for this. When you align yourself with my will, this goes down. When you choose to trust the God who has never broken a promise and instead position yourself in faith, you need to do something though. You need to be careful about what's going on inside you right now. Your sense of peace, your growing hope, and the way your view of things is changing. These are very valuable. Transformation can start with them. And, like any seed, they need to be cared for in the beginning, so they can take root and grow. The enemy will try to take what I'm planting in you right now. He is going to try to pull you back into desperation by sending you distractions, defeat, and hard times. There has been no real change, he will whisper, and you will realize that the peace you feel is only temporary. The problems are still impossible, just like they were before you started reading these words. Do not pay attention to him. He tells lies. He has lied all his life. He is the one who spreads lies. His goal is to get you to give up on the truth I'm teaching you before it has a chance to grow. Now that you're done reading this message, please do the following. This is what I need you to do after you've received everything I'm giving you. You need to remember what I told you. You need to say these truths out loud when the need to give up comes back. You need to say my promises over your situation. When things try to make you think that nothing has changed, when you're feeling anxious, which they will, speak peace over yourself. Remember that I did not give you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. When the desperation comes back, don't give in to it. Say that you are a child of God, and that hopelessness is not your lot. Stop thinking about the worst possible outcomes when they start to play in your head. Change them to my promises. Think about how faithful I am instead of your fears. This is how you keep the seed safe. Take these steps to make sure that what I'm planting in you now grows strong and gives you a harvest of peace, faith, and breakthrough that will last not only through this crisis, but for the rest of your life. I'm not just fixing the problem you have now. I'm changing how you handle all future problems. I'm not just talking about this one thing that's making you desperate. No matter what happens, I will teach you how to walk in peace. It's not just this valley that I'm taking you through. I'm giving you the tools you need so that the next valley won't be able to overwhelm you as much. In this case, transformation. This is freedom. I have promised you an abundant life. And it all starts with a choice right now. You can choose to trust me more than what you see. The choice to trust me more than you trust your situation. Instead of holding on to the desperation that has become normal, I made the choice to receive my peace. I know that the desperation makes you feel safer because it's what you know, because that's what you're used to. It's the response you usually give. I'm offering you something better, though. I'm offering you a peace that goes beyond comprehension, a calm that doesn't make sense, a trust that stays strong even when bad weather hits. Have you received it? Will you let go of your sadness and take my hand? Will you let me lead you instead of trying to figure this out on your own? Will you trust that I can see things you can't, that I know something you don't, that I'm working in ways that you can't track, but that you will be able to prove in the end? I want you to say yes. Not really a yes, not a yes that doesn't change, just a yes that always picks me, even when it's hard. That is, even if things don't change right away, and even if your enemy tries to tell you that you made the wrong decision. God, I want a yes that means I will trust you. I will believe your words even if I don't understand them. I will walk by faith even when my life seems to go against what they say. Even if I can't see the way, your peace will help me rest. This is the yes I want, even when there is chaos around me. This answer opens the door to everything I've been planning for you. You choose to trust me over your fears, believe me over the circumstances, and rest in me even though it's storming. When you say yes, you start a chain of events in the spiritual realm that start to change things in the natural realm. My word spreads like a hammer through rock. Yes, and amen to my promises. What I've said about your life will come true. However, it is only through your faith that things that happen in the spiritual realm can be seen in the physical. When doors are locked, your trust is the key that opens them. Having peace shows that you really believe I am who I say I am and will do what I say I will do. So let me ask you again. Give up the weight. Let it go. Give it up. Let go of your fists and let me carry the weight you've been carrying. Take your jaw back. Let go of the stress in your shoulders. Take deep breaths. Feel my presence all around you, filling you up and making you stronger. please accept my peace. Let it come over you like waves, washing away your worries and giving you hope and strength again. This isn't just a feeling that will go away. You are being changed from the inside out by a supernatural gift. You can feel my peace in your body. Your body is getting rid of the stress hormones that have been flooding it. The swelling that anxiety has caused is starting to go down. Your chest is feeling less tight now. The stomach knot is getting better. Your mind is becoming clear again. That's what holistic healing is. This is what happens when you go from being afraid to being at peace. Your whole body reacts. It's good for your body, soul, and spirit to rest in me instead of trying to do things on your own. I made you so that you can live in peace, not fear. You were made to walk in faith, not fear. I made you so that you can work from rest, not stress. Being desperate is not how you normally act. You are not working the way you were meant to. And everything works better when you get back to the design and align yourself with how I made you. That's better for your mind. Your feelings level off. Your body gets better. Your relationships get better. You make smarter choices. You'll be able to hear my voice better. If you choose peace over desperation, this is what will happen. You can get this at any time, which is a beautiful thing. You don't have to wait for things to get better before you can get my peace. It is given to you without you having to earn it by being good. You don't have to earn it by getting your life together. Peace is a gift to me. It is given away for free. You can always get it. You only need to receive it. Just look at me instead of the problem. Take a deep breath, release the stress, and trust that I will take care of what you are unable to. This is not hard to understand. In fact, it's surprisingly easy. However, simple does not imply easy, as everything in the natural realm will tell you to panic. Everything that you can see makes it seem like desperation is the right thing to do. A lot of people may be telling you that you need to fix something or take charge of something. I want you to do the opposite, though. Tell yourself to be still and know that I am God. I want you to release your control and trust in my power. Take a break from your work and start resting. This is what Hebrews means by rest, the rest that God's people still have. However, physical rest is not what you need right now. That will come when you stop lying awake worrying. It gives the soul rest. Know that the outcome does not depend on you. This gives you rest. Trusting that I am working, even when you can't see it, gives you the rest you need. You can rest when you trust that my plans for you are good, that my timing is perfect, and that my ways are better than your ways. Something supernatural takes place when you enter this rest, when you truly let go of the load and trust me with it. Things that were stuck start to move. Doors that were shut start to open. Provision that was stopped starts to flow. Healing that was put off starts to happen. Broken relationships start to get better. Clarity that was cloudy starts to come through. It's not magic. In my kingdom, things work like this. When you do what I want you to do, when you take up a position of faith, when you pick peace over fear, you step into the flow of my blessing, which has been trying to reach you but has been blocked by your need and effort. I want you to join that flow right now, where you are. For you to enter a new way of living where faith is your default, trust is your foundation, and peace is your lens. I'm opening the door for you. My dream life for you has always been this. Jesus came to give you abundant life. A life with the power to get through problems, not a life without problems. Not a life without problems, but one where you have the strength and wisdom to deal with them. Not a life without valleys, but one where you know I am with you in everyone and will see you through to the other side. Can you see it? Do you see how your need for help has kept you from living the life I want you to live? Can you see how the stress has been taking away the peace that is yours by birth? Are you seeing how your fear has been stopping the good things I want to bring into your life? That's why I keep telling you not to give up. I'm not repeating myself for no reason. This is very important, so I'm stressing it again. The main thing preventing you from receiving everything I have prepared for you is your desperation, not your situation, your weakness, your past mistakes, or your neediness. And the really great news is that you can choose to be desperate. It's an answer. You can change it. You may not be able to change your situation right away. You can't always fix the problems that are getting in the way. People or things outside of your control are out of your control. But you can pick how to answer. You can pick what to pay attention to. You can pick what you believe. You can trust me instead of getting scared. Do not give up hope. Choose peace instead. Everything starts to change when you make that choice and use the power I gave you. In the outside world, the change might not happen right away. The problems might not go away as soon as you choose peace, but the way you feel changes right away. You are in a position to receive the external breakthrough because of that internal change, because you need to understand this. A lot of the time, I'm not waiting for things to get better before I help you. Before I release the breakthrough, I am waiting for you to change. When you stop being desperate and start having faith, I will wait for you. I am waiting for you to surrender to my will and release your control. You need to stop trying to figure everything out based on what you know and start trusting my infinite wisdom. You might already have the breakthrough you've been praying for prepared. It's possible that the provision you need has already been given. The healing you seek may already exist in the spiritual realm, but it won't show up in the natural realm until you are in a position to receive it. And desperation makes you close up. Fear stops you. You can't see what I'm doing because you are anxious, but peace lets you in. Trust puts you in a good position. Faith makes it possible for you to receive. This is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to open you. What I'm doing is positioning you. I'm making your ability to receive stronger. You will start to see signs of what has been prepared for you all along, as long as you continue to rest in my peace, trust in my faithfulness, and reject desperation in favor of hope. In areas where you've been stuck, you will begin to experience breakthrough. You are going to start praising my goodness in ways you never thought possible when you were in such a desperate state. I promise to do this. This is what I promise. I'm doing this in your life right now, where you are. Take it. Trust it. I promised you that you would walk in it. I've promised to work in your life. To receive what I am releasing, I also need your promise to stay in your current position. Sometimes breakthroughs happen all at once. Other times, they happen over the course of a process, a journey, or a series of meetings that build on each other. That's why I want you to subscribe right now, as a declaration that you are committed to the process, not as a religious obligation, that you will continue in your current position, for you to stay focused on the source of your breakthrough. When you subscribe, you seal your promise to see this through to the end. Say yes to everything I'm about to do in the next few days. Do it now. See what I do that is far and above anything you could ask or think, based on the power that is working in you. Hold on to hope, my beloved. The story doesn't end there. Your breakthrough won't be thrown out. No one can say no to your miracle. I am the God who can turn sadness into dancing, ashes into beauty, and hopelessness into happiness. I'm doing the same thing to you right now. Believe me, trust me, have faith in me. I'll never let you down. You haven't been able to see clearly because you are so desperate, but I want to show you something. I'd like to briefly draw back the curtain to show you what's been going on in the unseen realm while you've been having a hard time in the seen realm. Because you would never feel hopeless again if you could see what I see, if you could understand what is really going on behind the scenes. You would understand that every delay has been a tactic for getting a better position. Each closed door has kept you safe from a way that would have taken you away from my best. Every prayer that went unanswered was me telling you, not yet, because I have something better in mind. Every moment of waiting was getting you ready for a blessing that needs a stronger foundation than you had when you first asked for it. Take a moment to look at your life through my eyes. I can see the plan from start to finish. I know what choice you will make, what path you will take, who you will meet, and what season you will walk through. And I'm making sure that everything works out for your good and my glory. It looks like chaos from where you are, but from my throne, it looks like a carefully planned dance. What feels like random pain is actually being improved on purpose. What seems like I'm ignoring your cries is actually putting you in a position to receive something much bigger than you asked for. That you would miss the bigger thing I have planned if I gave you the smaller thing you thought you wanted. You are desperate because of the financial stress you are experiencing right now, and I am using that stress to teach you about my provision in ways you could never learn during times of abundance. It's easy to trust yourself when you have a lot. It's simple to think that your provision is a result of your job, your abilities, or your efforts. There is no logical way for you to get through it when you have used up all your resources. That is when you have the chance to experience me as Jehovah Jireh in a way that will solidify your faith for the rest of your life. I'm not going to hold back provisions to punish you. For you to understand how unlimited mine is, I'm letting you use up all of your own supply, and I'm about to show you how I can provide in ways that will amaze you. I am going to show you supply sources you did not know about. There will be people you have never met who will be blessed and bring good things into your life. I'm going to make what you have in your hand bigger until it meets all your needs and has extra. But I needed you to be sure that you were not the one who made it happen. I wanted you to try all of your own options so that when my provision shows up, you will know for sure that it was me. That testimony, that undeniable experience of my faithfulness, will be the foundation you stand on for the rest of your days. The illness that has made you scared, the diagnosis that rocked your world, and the health crisis that took away your peace. I've seen everything, and I want you to know that I can still take care of your body. Every cell, system, and function was made by me. Because I made it, I know exactly how it all works. What is wrong right now is also not a mystery to me. I know what caused it. I know how to fix it. For your healing, I know when it will happen. In addition, I am with you throughout the whole process, whether I choose to heal you instantly with a miracle, over time through treatment, or finally when you join me in eternity. But I want you to understand this. This fight for health isn't just about your body. It has to do with your faith. It has to do with how much you depend on me. You need to learn that I am enough even when your body is weak. You are going to learn that my strength is made even better by your weakness. The point is for you to feel my presence in a way that you could never feel when you were healthy and independent, and didn't feel like you needed me all the time. I don't make people sick, but I can use it. I can get it back. Even this attack on your body can be used to bring glory to me and make your relationship with me stronger. Put your health in my hands. I'm still reading your story. I'm still going to fight for you. My promise to you is that you will see my hand all over this season, whether your healing comes in the way you hope for or in a way you didn't expect. You'll see how I brought you closer to me even when things were hard. It will become clear to you that the pain that seemed pointless at the time was actually giving you an eternal weight of glory. You'll see how the weakness you hated turned out to be the thing that made you need my strength. And when you relied on them, you found a power you didn't know you had. The relationship that makes you feel terrible. That one that hurts you so much that it makes you want to kill someone. I see that too. I know how hard it is for you to be turned down. I can read the things that have been said about you. For me, I see the deep wounds, the scars that no one else can see, and the betrayal that broke your trust. And my heart breaks for you. I'm not far away or unaffected by your pain. I am going through it all with you, feeling every pain, carrying every load, and collecting every tear. But I need you to understand something. That relationship is really making you feel terrible. It's what I work on. I'm working on you. I deal with the other person. The space between you and me is where I work, and I will bring redemption. It might not look like what you expect. It might not happen when you think it will. You might not expect the restoration you seek. But I promise that I will turn this mess into something beautiful. I'm making good come from something the enemy meant to do badly. I'm making something beautiful out of the ashes of this broken relationship. I'm also working on something deep inside you while I work on the outside situation. There are wounds that I am healing that go back further than this relationship. I'm talking about patterns that have been passed down through your family for many years. I'm ending cycles that have been binding your family together for decades. I'm freeing you from ways of relating that you learned as a child, things that have messed up your relationships and taken away your peace. This hurt you're feeling now isn't just from this one relationship. If I do this deep healing and transformation work, it will change every relationship you have for the rest of your life. So trust me with what's broken. Let go of your worry about being turned down. Rest in peace about how far away you are from the person who hurt you. I'm making use of it all. I'm making everything right. When I'm done, you'll have a testimony of restoration that will give hope to many people who are in the same pain as you are right now. The promise that never seems like it will come true, and the dream that has been put off. So much time has passed since the vision I gave you that you're beginning to wonder if you made it all up. It's still on my mind. I'm still set on what I want to do. I have not yet chosen to give someone else what I promised you. Denial is not what the delay is. Waiting is not a waste of time. I'm not ignoring you by being quiet. I have to work. I'm getting ready. I am setting up everything that needs to happen for the promise to come true in a way that will bless you and people for generations to come. Consider Joseph. When he was 17, I gave him a dream. What happened between the dream and its coming true, though? Lie charges, slavery, prison, betrayal, and being forgotten by people who said they would remember him. 13 years have passed, and Joseph would not have been ready to play the part I had prepared for him if he had succumbed to his desperation. There was no point in waiting. The character he would need to run the position I was giving him was being developed. It must be hard for you to be in the waiting season. I know you're worn out. I know you've been fighting the urge to give up. Don't give up yet, though. Don't give up now that you're so close. You can still have the dream I gave you. The promise still stands. The dream is still going to come true. I just want to make sure you're ready for when it does happen. Putting the foundation together to make sure it can hold the blessing. The character is getting developed enough for me to handle the assignment. To get the most out of it, I'm making sure all the connections are in place. I am also making sure that there will be no doubt that it was me when the promise comes true. You might have been able to take credit for it if I had given it to you the first time you asked for it. You may have thought it was because of your own work, strategies, or timing. But I'm making sure that when it happens, everyone, including you, will know that it was my hand by waiting until it's physically impossible and letting you reach the end of your power to make it happen. That testimony will be more valuable than the blessing itself. That story about how faithful I was will change more lives than the dream coming true ever could on its own. So choose hope over waiting. Don't worry about having to wait. Let me rest in peace, because my timing is perfect, even though it took longer than you thought. I'm not behind schedule. I'm on time. My timing is just right. You will cry with joy when you see how perfectly my plan works out and how each piece of the puzzle fits just right. I want to talk about something else that has been making you more desperate. You've been judging yourself against other people. People you've been looking at seem to have what you're still looking for. This made you feel like you were behind, not good enough, and like I forgot about you while blessing everyone else. Your peace has been poisoned by that comparison. It's taking away your happiness. It has been making people even more desperate, but I want you to understand something. There is no one else you have to beat. You're not running for someone else. You have not been called to an assignment by someone else. What I wish for them is different from what I wish for you. I have a different schedule for you than I do for them. They are going through a process that you need to go through. You are really unique. I gave you specific gifts, a calling, and a purpose when I made you. And I have a plan for your life that is created just for you and what I made you to do. You are despising the path I have chosen, especially for you when you compare yourself to others, when you look at their journey and feel like yours is lacking. You don't want to go through the process I've planned to help you be your best. You miss out on the beauty of your own story because you want someone else's so badly. Pay attention to what I'm doing in your life instead of what I'm doing in other people's. Don't judge your progress by someone else's schedule. Trust that the time I've set for you is perfect. Know that you are right where you need to be right now, and stop feeling like you are behind. You are comparing yourself to someone who is going through things you can't see. A lot of the time, they fight their own battles behind closed doors. They each go through their own phases of waiting, wondering, and feeling hopeless. When you watch their highlight reel, you compare it to what really happens behind the scenes, and that is not a good way to compare them. This isn't true, and it's not helpful. To release the comparison, I am pleading. Give it up. Don't worry. I love you just as much as the person you think is ahead of you. Trust that I care about your breakthrough just as much as I care about theirs. Don't worry that I've forgotten about you, missed you, or chosen to bless everyone else but you. I'm at work in your life. I'm going to move for you. I'm planning events, putting together details, and getting blessings ready. When everything comes together, you'll have your own unique testimony that no one else could tell, because no one else has been through what you have. I also want to talk to you about how guilty and ashamed you feel. your past mistakes and sins, the things you did wrong before you knew better. The things that keep you up at night are your regrets and mistakes. You've been letting your enemy use your past against you. Because of what you did, he has been telling you in a whisper that you don't deserve breakthrough. He has been saying that the delay in your breakthrough is a punishment for all the times you've failed. He has been trying to convince you that I'm not blessing you because I'm upset with you. It's very important that I make this clear. He is lying. The blood of Jesus makes up for your sins. Your sins have been taken away. Your mistakes have been made right. I'm not mad at you for making mistakes. My son already paid for your sins, so I'm not making you pay for them. No, I'm not holding up your breakthrough as a punishment. I don't connect with you because of what you did. I understand you because of what Jesus did. And it was enough. Everything was done. The job was done. As long as you are in Christ Jesus, you are not guilty. Not at all. Not for you, not for anyone. Consequently, let go of your guilt. Let go of the shame. Don't let your enemy use your past to take away your future. Who you are now is not based on what you did in the past. It doesn't matter where you've been or where you want to go. The mistakes you made don't keep you from the promises. I've already talked to you. It's me, the God of redemption. I'm great at using broken, flawed, and imperfect people for my own glory. Everyone I used in the Bible had a history. They all failed at some point. There were times when all of them wished they could change things. But I didn't let their past stop me from using them to fulfill my purpose. And I won't let your past prevent me from using you to fulfill my purpose. Believe me about what you did. Don't worry about the person you used to be. Give up the weight because you don't think you deserve it. My grace is enough. My mercy never ends. My love is always there for you. And I'm about to show you that I can change even the worst things about you. I'm going to make your mess into your message. I'm going to use the things the enemy meant to hurt you to show off my glory and give other people hope. I'm also aware of the people who have been speaking out against you. People who said you'd never get anywhere. The ones who said you were wasting your time. The people who laughed at your dreams. The people who didn't believe in your calling. It's been those voices in your head that have been making you feel even more desperate and making you wonder if they were right. It's possible that you are silly to believe. You might want to give up and settle for something more doable. That's possible. You thought I said something else. You may have been after something that was never really yours to begin with. They don't speak for me, though. I want you to know that. Your destiny is not decided by those people. Their ideas don't matter more than what I say I will do. Their doubt doesn't take away from what I said. I called you. You were chosen by me. I have given you what you need. You are here because I have ordained you. And no one's voice of opposition, no matter how strong or loud, can change what I have said about your life. There are giants in front of you. You are facing problems that seem impossible to solve. It sounds like someone is telling you not to do it. You can, though, I tell you. Not in your own strength, but in mine. Not because you are smarter than I am, Loel. Not your own strength, but the strength of my spirit in you. Rest in peace, even though people are speaking out against you. Believe in hope even when other people don't. When people say it's impossible, choose faith over fear. They don't understand what I can do. They don't see what I see. They have no idea what I said over you. You don't have to follow their rules. No, their lack of faith doesn't stop me from keeping my promise. They will be wrong about you. It's not because I'm proud or angry, but because you are going to do everything I call you to do, and it will be impossible to deny that I have been faithful to you. People who said it couldn't be done will be there to see it happen. People who said you would fail will see you succeed. The people who made fun of your faith will see my power at work in your life. And some of them will have faith in you when they see what I do in and through you, because your testimony will be the proof they needed. I want to paint a picture of what's going to happen to you. Picture yourself walking through a long, dark tunnel. You can't see how it ends. You have no idea how far you still need to go. You're worn out. You're scared. You don't know if the tunnel will ever end or if you will always be stuck in the dark. That's the place you were. That's what the stress has been like. A tunnel that never ends, and there is no light at the end of it. But from where you are, you can't see that the end is just around the corner. You're nearer to the light than you think. Give up now. If you give in to your desperation and turn back, you will miss the breakthrough that was just around the corner. Just a few more steps of faith if you choose to trust me for one more second, and you will come out of that tunnel into a place of light, freedom, and blessing that will make every step you took in the dark worth it. This is where you are. You're not at the start of the tunnel yet. You're not even in the middle. You're almost done. You're not as far from the breakthrough as you think. The answer is on its way. It's being prepared for the miracle. The provision is now being released. Don't give up right now. Don't let your need to get something take away from what's coming next. Carry on walking. Trust in yourself. Don't give up. It's getting light. I promise that the light will come on soon. And when you come out of the tunnel and into the breakthrough, you'll see my hand all over the journey. You are going to understand that each dark step was actually a step towards something beautiful. You will see that I was with you even when you couldn't feel me. You will see how the problems that almost broke you actually developed you. You will always be able to see how faithful I am. You will stand up for my goodness with the kind of conviction that can only come from walking through fire and coming out the other side unharmed. I promise to do this. This is what I promise. This is what I'm doing right now as you read these words. I'm going to bring you out. I'll show you the way, putting you in a good position for breakthrough. Let go of your stress. Believe me. Trust me. Have faith in me. I will never let you down. Before you close this message and go back to your normal life, I have one more thing to say to you. I want to make sure you know how important this moment is. This isn't just another letter to read. This is more than just words of support that made you feel good for a short time. This is a meeting with God. I'm talking about your specific situation right now. There's a change coming, and the course of your upcoming season will be determined by what you do with the information you receive right now. You can do something. You can receive what I've given you and let it change the way you think, believe, and deal with problems. You can either delete this message and go back to the same patterns of hopelessness and stress that have been stealing your peace. You can make your choice. I'm not going to make you walk freely. I'm not going to force you to pick peace. I'm offering it to you, though. I'm putting it at your feet. I'm putting it out there. I want you to pick it up and carry it with you everywhere you go from now on. Keep the peace I gave you safe where you are. Keep the hope that has been brought back to you safe. Take care of the faith that is growing inside you. These don't just happen. These need to be done on purpose. Every day you have to pick them. At times, one moment at a time, especially at the start when old habits try to come back. But every time you pick peace over fear, trust over desperation, or faith over fear, you make the new pattern stronger. This is the start of a new foundation. A new way of life is being set up by you. I will be with you the whole time. I'm not going to leave you to figure this out on your own. You hold my spirit. My presence is all around you. You have been given my angels. You are welcome to use my power. You're not the only one who feels this way. You'll never be alone, because you've never been alone. I promise to stay with you. I have a stake in your transformation. Your breakthrough is very important to me. I will always love you. You should keep going, even when you want to give up. When you're done reading this and back to your normal life, when life's demands start to push yourself again, remember this moment. Remember how peaceful you were. Don't forget the hope that grew in you. Don't forget the truth I talked about what was going on. Don't forget that you are loved. You are seen. We haven't forgotten about you. You can still get help. Do not forget that I am with you. I stand with you. I am doing work for you. And most importantly, keep in mind that your destiny is not desperation. It's not your share. You're not going to die. There is hope for your future. Your future will be full of breakthroughs. Promises that seem impossible right now but are already being prepared in the unseen realm will come true in the future. You have a better future than you think, and the hopelessness that has been blocking your view of that future is being washed away right now. You need to know this about the season you are entering. Where there is alignment and agreement, favor flows. It's not just pressing a button when you interact with what I'm releasing. You're actually positioning yourself in the flow of my blessing. Please click the like button right now. Not just because, but because it's an act of faith that says, I agree with what God is saying about my life. Under the open window of His favor, I position myself. Every like is a sign that you are ready to receive more in the spiritual realm. It's a simple thing that has kingdom effects. Do it right now, and you'll feel a change as my favor starts to flow more freely into your life. Now is the time for you to get clear. This is the fog going away. With a declaration that heaven can see, I want you to ground this transformation. Be sure and bold when you write Amen in the comments below. A resounding yes that can be heard in the spiritual realm, not a quiet agreement. That Amen you just said isn't just a word. It's your signature on the breakthrough deal we made together here. Remember that you should not let the enemy take what this battle has given you. Do not let outside events make you change your mind about the truth you have received. Don't let people who don't know about your journey tell you that what you went through wasn't real. It was true. I had a word. You heard. And in the spiritual realm, something changed that will show up in the natural realm as long as you keep walking by faith. You have done so well to get this far. I'm proud of you for not giving up, even though you looked like you were going to die. It makes me proud that you came to me. Let me speak truth into the lies you were believing and opened your heart to receive from me. That you trusted me, even though everything around you said that wasn't a good idea, makes me proud. It takes guts to do this. You have to have faith in this. You have shown that you can do both by reading this whole message with me. What I want you to do now is walk in what you have received. Take the peace with you. Grab the hope and let it hold you up. Have faith and let it help you decide what to do. Get the truth and let it change the way you think. Let my love heal your heart. Do not just listen to what I say. Do something. Change the way you live because of what you heard. If worry is the first thing that comes to mind when you wake up, change it to worship. When worry starts to mount, take a deep breath and speak peace over yourself. If you feel like giving up and thinking that nothing will change, tell yourself, I am already working, and breakthrough is on the way. When fear shows you the worst things that could happen, focus on what I've promised. When your enemy brings up your past, tell him about my grace. Remember that I called you when people doubt you. Even when things don't match what I said, I choose to believe what I said anyway. In this way, you walk out what you have received. That's how you keep the seed safe after you plant it. From hopelessness to victory, from stress to peace, and from fear to faith. This is how you get there. Every day, every moment, and every choice is a new one. I will be there for you every step of the way, cheering you on, giving you strength, guiding you, and loving you. You're not going to get this right every time. There will be times when you fall back on old habits, and there will be days when the need is stronger than the peace. There will be times when you forget what I told you, and your anxiety starts to rise again. That makes sense. It's part of the process. Don't worry about what will happen. Don't be hard on yourself. Don't feel like you failed, or that this was all for nothing. Take a moment to breathe, remember the truth, and then make a new choice. Pick peace. Pick trust. Pick faith. Watch how I meet you in that choice and give you the strength to keep going. I'm making you different from the inside out. I am changing the way you think. Your emotions are healing through me. I'm making your spirit stronger. I'm putting you in a better position for breakthrough. Also, nothing that has happened in this meeting has been a waste. Everything you read, every truth that spoke to you, and every moment of peace you felt is important. Everything is coming together to help you break out of the old pattern and start something new. So, my beloved child, rest in peace. Don't let that dark place in your heart come back. Do not give the enemy back the ground you just took. Don't change what you have received. Be sure of who I say you are as you walk. Believe with all your heart that I am with you and for you. Now is your chance. It's your turn now. At this point, things start to change. You have no idea how much I love you. I care about you more than you can imagine. I am stronger than any problem you are having. And I'm telling you right now that desperation is breaking. The peace is coming. There is more hope now. There is more faith, and a breakthrough is on the way. Take it. Trust it. Use it to walk in. I want to leave you with a picture of what's to come before you leave. Look at yourself in 6 months, a year, and 5 years. In this time of need, I want you to catch a glimpse of the person you will be after this. because being able to see where you're going makes it easier to deal with where you are. You will be amazed at how far you have come when you look back at this moment in 6 months. The thing that is making you so desperate right now will be your testimony. The problem that seems impossible to solve will be fixed. The need that doesn't seem possible to meet will be met. You will remember this very moment, when you were reading these words and wondering if things would ever get better. You'll smile because I'll have shown you that I keep my promises. In a year, your emotions and spirituality will be very different from where they are now. The hopelessness that has been with you all along will be a distant memory. The stress that used to rule your days will not happen to you very often. The fear that used to rule your mind will no longer have any power over you, because you will have seen me get through enough situations where I chose peace over panic. Trust will come naturally to you instead of desperation, because you will have seen enough proof of my faithfulness. It will be 5 years from now before you use this season as a tool for ministry. While you are going through what you are going through, you will be the one to keep someone else going. You'll be the one telling them, "Don't give up." You will be the one to share your testimony of how I led you through the darkest valley and into a place of light and freedom. I know it seems impossible, but I am living proof that God is faithful. You will be the one telling other people about me because you will have seen for yourself that I can be trusted. No matter how hard it is, this season is getting you ready for your purpose. The hopelessness you're fighting is making you more compassionate, which will help you help other people. The trouble you're going through is making you stronger, which is what you need for your assignment. You are slowly getting better at being patient, which will help you in the next level. There is no waste. Everything works with each other, and when you look back from the point of view of completion, you will see how wise my timing was and how perfect my plan was. So remember this picture. When your desperation tells you that things will never get better, it's important to remember that on the other side of this season, you will be free, peaceful, whole, and thriving. I already see that version of you in my mind. I can see you already. You are moving toward that future with every step you take now, even the ones that feel like you are going backward. If the journey takes longer than you anticipated, trust me. When the path is harder than you thought it would be, rest in my peace. When the process feels like it's breaking you instead of building you, let go of the weight. I'll be with you the whole way. I'll show you the way. I'm taking care of you. I need to hear your voice rise to meet mine now. Not because I need your permission, but because we need you to be a part of the partnership. Feel free to write these 3 words in the comments. I trust you. It should be more than just words on a screen. It should be a deal between us. Telling everyone that you trust them builds a memorial stone of faith that you can use in future battles. Write it now and really mean it. Changes are happening to you, and I'm taking you where I've prepared a special treat. Right now you feel desperate, but that won't always be how you feel. This is just a short season. The storm will pass soon. It's a tunnel that ends. You'll understand why the journey had to be exactly what it was when you get to the other side, when you step into the breakthrough, when the promises come true. You'll see how each tear prepared you for happiness. You will understand how each struggle made you stronger. You are going to understand how each moment of need made you more dependent on me. It is only through hard times that you will learn to depend on me and trust me completely. That is the most valuable thing you will gain from this season, because you become unstoppable when you know for sure that I am faithful, when you have seen my power show up when you were at your weakest, and when you have experienced my provision in impossible situations. You become strong for my kingdom. You become a threat to the plans of the enemy. You turn into a light that shines in the dark and leads people to me. This is why the enemy has worked so hard to keep you in a desperate state. He knows what the other side of the season holds. He knows what kind of power you're going to use. He knows how you're going to make a difference. He knows how you will affect people's lives. He is also scared. He does everything he can to try to get you to give up, quit, or think that the fight is not worth it. But trust me, it's worth it. You have built your future with every tear you have shed. There is a foundation for your breakthrough in every prayer you have said. Every moment you've chosen to trust me, even when you were desperate, is making your faith stronger for what's to come. Don't give up right now. No matter what, don't let the enemy win. Do not surrender the victory that is yours by virtue of Christ. Do not give up. Stand your ground. Don't give up. Trust in yourself. Don't give up. Pick peace over panic every time. Have faith instead of fear. Choose trust over desperation. But I promise you that breakthrough is coming, on my word, in good faith, and in everything I am. Good things are on the way. Preparedness is being given. It is time to release the miracle. And when it comes true, when you see for yourself what I have been working on behind the scenes, you will worship me because you will know for sure that I am God, and there is no one else. Do not give up, my dear child. Your story isn't over yet. The best parts of your book are still to come. Your biggest wins are still to come. I'm still interested in you. I have more to do with you than I did before. I will also finish the good work I started. This is what I promise. This is what I promise. This is my promise that I will keep. Take it. Trust it. Use it to walk in. See what I do that goes far beyond anything you could ask or think of, based on the power that is working in you. I love you. I'm with you. I'll never let you down. Do not give up. Amen. I have one last request before you leave this meeting. Please spread this message. Not because the channel wants more views, but because this word is important to someone in your life. Their need is so great that they haven't even told you about it. When they smile, they hide pain. They're crying by themselves at night. I want to get in touch with them through you. Share doesn't just send a video to someone else. It makes you a part of my work. You are making this prophetic word reach more people. What I want you to know is that as soon as you share, your own breakthrough is locked in place. Your willingness to bless others becomes the key that lets you get to the next level of blessing. Send this video right now. Send it. Put it up. Give it up. Keep an eye on how I use it to help someone else get out of trouble while speeding up everything I'm doing for you. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it if it moved you. To receive this blessing, type Amen in the comments. If you follow this channel and turn on notifications, you'll never miss a message from God that is just for you. Don't forget that you are loved. You are seen. You're not by yourself. You are getting closer to your breakthrough than you think. Don't give up. Trust in yourself. Don't give up. Faithful means that God will do exactly what He says He will do. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.